that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues, and if you choose to run up on me.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mike 56, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Move, move, move. Mike 50.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurate.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4.
To throw is Wentz. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Eagles first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Eagles, nothing.
Go. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Jam.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run. Alert.
That's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Watch the slant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Come on, switch it. Motion.
Rosen off the play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Go. 120. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
3 down.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz trying to lay one up, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's caught by OBJ. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, Rosen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's Wentz to throw. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Rudy Williams on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A throw taken in by Hamilton.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles 16.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rosen to throw on third down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
You go tight, 80. You got tight right there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Check tight.
They run again with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Watch out. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Philadelphia.
Go. Waiting.
Double tight. 4 down.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Come on, D.
Monday. Hey, high 7.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On third down, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Me and you on deck. I'm on deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hug.
Check. Lucky.
6'6", bullet high.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up second and at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike, 58, right there.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense.